Hello there, Tyrant here, and I just finished watching episode 6 of Trollhunters Season 2. So, everything's back to normal. Kind of. Maybe? Well, sort of. So, Jim's back home, and yeah, he's acting a little weird. I would say that's kind of normal, after being gone for, I'm gonna say at least a couple, at least 2 weeks. At least 2 weeks in the Darklands, and then a couple of those days were like nothing but torture. So, being home will do a lot to a person. So it is kind of for everyone else, they have this one thing they want to say, and I'll mention it a little later. But Jim's trying to accumulate, what the fuck's that word? I'll get used to everything again. I'll go with that. And everyone's kind of noticing it's kind of weird, but you know, it's things are things are what it is. A couple of interesting things that we have to note from this episode, since it is kind of a story building episode, is the high. I forget what whoever the head of the Gum Gum tribe. She's gonna be around a little longer to kind of oversee what's gonna be happening since Jim's back. They've kind of forgiven what's happening, but they still have to get that staff. I that's what they are. I think that's what they are. Whatever. Anyways, the head of that, one of the tribunal people, they're gonna be around for a while. So that might take interest to see what's gonna happen there. But during this little shenanigans of on this simple mission, they're hunting these white goblins. Goblins? I think they were goblins. Yeah, the goblins that only reside in the Darklands, and they kind of Jim starts to get a little worried, because the episode starts out with them devouring a cat. Like, damn, that's intense. One of the few intense things you get in a while, because there is a lot of death in the form of the goblins, but it's it's a way of perspective when you see something normal for yourself to get murdered. Like if you see a person die or a creature die, it's different than seeing this imaginary being being murdered. Um, Same as a character that you've been following for a while, who you've developed an interest of. So, like the moment when Arg died, that was intense because you took the time to develop. I wouldn't say that about the death of the cat, but seeing the death of a cat is still like really hard hitting in a way. So that scene in the beginning with that was like, what, really intense. So that kind of led you to know that things are getting intense now. We do get clarification in the beginning at the end of the episode with that Gung. Well, I got him. How do you pronounce it? Why didn't they give him a simpler name? Evil guy, Gunmar. We get official confirmation that Gunmar, or we did at the end, but Gunmar is free. Wait, wait. I have I have a very annoying thing. I gotta rewatch the episode. Was he still in the sunlight when he was walking out of the thing? Or was it nighttime? Then he shouldn't have been walking. That's gonna bug me. I'm gonna make that in my review at the end of this episode. But anyways, get confirmation Gunmar's alive, or not alive, out and about, and that we also learned that Blinky's brother has gone blind. Interesting. I'm surprised that Gunmar's keeping him around because he kind of hates useless people. But he is looking for the people in the Janus program to help him, continue. He does still have an army per se, but not a powerful army because changelings he feels are inferior in a way, but he still uses them. But we do get to this moment that everyone finally says is why did Jim end up going to the Darklands alone when they all agreed to rescue uh, Claire's brother together? And you can see that in season one. They do a lot of development as a team, and they even mentioned that, if I remember right, that there's not just one troll hunter. There are troll hunters. All of them are a unit. And Blinky does bring it back. You know, he does do this selfish thing, and he did, in a way, fail. And he did end up having to get rescued. Um, that's something he actually answered really well. I feel, and it's something to take note to move forward as a character. So that's gonna be. I'm glad they said that. The one thing I will lastly note is the whole Chompy and his weird doll bride girlfriend. Yeah, that's like the most silliest thing of the whole thing, and I think it's good that they've kept that whole little arc of Chompy, and uh it's really creepy, but I can't help it. He sacrificed himself for a lot, so I'll give him that. So yep, that's my thoughts for episode 6. So thanks again for watching. Until next time.